Hey folks, welcome to the first episode of You, Me, and Dice. I'm Eddie,
And I'm Tommy.
and today's topic of conversation is going to be Strahd. Is he a Dom or is he a sub? But before we get into that, I just want to see, Tommy, how's it going? How's everything going?
It's been going pretty good.
Yeah,
It's New Year. Not a new me, but it is a new you me.
yeah, it is a new year, but
Oh,
no,
we'll see. I mean, I've been, it's everyone's getting hit by this recession, right? I mean, come on. But,
I didn't
we're
even
all,
notice. I didn't
we're
even
all
notice.
trying to move forward and, we're all trying new things.
Yeah,
This being one of them, right?
yeah, podcast which I had an idea for it a couple months ago.
We've been simmering over it, but,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was more like it's like we stuck the idea in the oven and we kind of like checked
hmm
on it every now and then,
yeah,
and then I kind of on this new year we kind of decided, hey, let's go through with it. Let's do this. Let's actually do it. Let's
yeah,
actually set something up, schedule it, and figure something out. And we decided on I didn't want to do only D&D.
yeah.
I think right now if we were to only do D&D, it's gonna be like it's one lane.
hmm
I didn't want to get stuck on one lane, so I think something with dice related
Dice,
games, yeah,
general dice and games, and
general dice and the world around it.
yeah, yeah.
So everything basically, a podcast about everything and uh, the world of tabletop and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to this. I mean, before we get into the topic of conversation, I just remember this right now. That we started. It was it was like five. It was a while ago. It was while I was still. It was when I was in the old apartment,
Okay, yeah.
and
Wait, which one? Which one?
the one
The
on
flooded one or the
the one that didn't the one after the flooded
okay,
one.
the one after the
So the one after the flood,
Harvey folks. We're talking about Harvey.
yeah. And so I remember we were on there and we were just, on I can't we were probably playing Call of Duty or something, and we are
Mhm.
just shooting the shit, just talking nonsense like everyone does on party chats.
Yeah,
And I came up with a joke podcast name called the Cock and Ball Show. I don't know if you remember.
I vaguely recall a cock and ball being mentioned
Yeah,
during Call of Duty party chats, but
yeah,
that also included a lot of cock and
a
balls.
lot of cock and balls. Yeah, but I thought I feel like it would have like the name the Cock and Ball Show kind of brings a very like it's already like in a specific square in genres,
hmm
right? Oh, Cock and Ball Show. It's gonna be about a
Cock and
bunch
or
of dudes
balls.
talking about cock and balls, right?
Yeah,
It's either
naturally.
sports or it's gonna be poultry, as in birds,
Mm,
birds and shit.
yeah,
Um, it didn't go anywhere.
no, it
It didn't
didn't.
go anywhere. It was just making jokes, coming up with all this shit. Um, but the idea of a podcast stayed in my mind for many years,
Mm.
and I was like, "What? I think it'd be fun
Oh,
to
like
do."
3 4 years, and because you were in Japan for
2 years.
2 years, yeah,
Yeah, two
about
years.
yeah,
I
it's
got back
about
last year, April of 2022.
22, yeah.
So it was around the time before I left, about 3 4 years ago, and it had been simmering just a podcast, and that
Mm.
kind of led me to do streaming because like I'll do
Yeah,
some
yeah.
streaming.
I remember you picking up streaming
It
in your
was
time in Japan
well, I did a little bit of it while I was
before.
at that apartment. Yeah, I
Hmm.
did some Resident Evil stuff. I did, but so here was my
But
problem.
like your boom was really with those Japanese kids. Let's put it out there.
Those kids love.
Those kids love
Yeah,
just the sheer nature of your content.
well, it was all just former students of mine who
Mm-hmm.
found me on Instagram, where I was also promoting the my YouTube stuff,
Yeah.
and then they found me on YouTube, and then so now when I stream because they're subscribed, they get notifications and they jump on it and they're like sending me a bunch of like, hey,
Like live streaming
Eddie.
or just
When I live stream, yeah.
oh shit.
So they jump on and they're like, hey, how's it going? Or hi, hello, and all this stuff, and it's nice to have like an audience.
That reminds me of just like again, that was like 1 or 2 years, right? Like that you're in Japan, but like it just reminds me of like how things just grow. Like you think about it. I remember when I was riding the bus back in like what maybe kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah, yeah,
There was always this kid that would sit next to me, a little kid, maybe 2, 3 years younger than me, and I saw him again. Like I saw him again, and it's like you just don't imagine these people growing up. So it's just sort of weird that like you being a teacher over there, and then you imagine them like older, right?
Yeah,
Talking to you, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in like middle school or high school now.
yeah. And the thing that I like is that because I was over there, teaching English,
Mm-hmm.
or I think quote unquote teaching English, right?
How did their English progress?
Some students were really well at it.
Oh, okay.
Some were very enthusiastic, some not so much, and some you couldn't tell.
Eager to learn.
A lot of them were eager to learn.
So like, is it like instilled in them though? Like the Japanese, like, oh well, you got to learn English. You have to.
It's part of their core curriculum.
Oh, really?
It's part of their core curriculum, but the way they do it is they only teach the grammar. So they teach you how to write, and they teach you all the rules to it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the foreigners come into play. These contracted foreigners that come from English speaking countries
Mm-hmm.
to do to teach them how to read, to teach them how to
Put it together.
how
What
to
it
put it
actually
how to
means,
speak.
right?
Yeah. Well, they'll know what it means, but they know what it means within the confines of the English language rules.
Yeah.
We come in and
Instead of having one of those shirts that just like
slut.
fuck you, yeah, slut,
Yeah.
fuck you, yeah,
So
gag
it's,
for something like that.
yeah, so it has just our being there, us, foreigners. It's more like, oh, you can say this. I worked with a teacher. His first year teaching was my first year there,
Mm.
and I was like, yeah, man. He was like, oh, his English was very formal, very formal. And he says to me, oh, there's the holidays or whatever. You're gonna go back home. I'm like, no, man, I fucking can't. Like,
Yeah.
which I got that question a lot. Are you gonna go back home? Are you gonna go back home? I'm like, no, I fucking can't leave the country.
You know how expensive tickets are?
Yeah, expensive.
I live in Texas.
Yeah.
I live in Yeehaw land.
And you Holland. And so I was like, yeah, man, it sucks. And he's like, it sucks. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I'm like, he's like, what do you mean? I was like,
Vacuum?
yeah. He was like, sucks. And I'm like, it's not cool. It's not fun. It's sad. Whatever. He's like, oh, he's like, I didn't know you could use that word like that. And I was like, yeah, yeah. So they go to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they get these rules, and they're exposed only to the rules that are in the book.
Mm.
So the purpose of the foreigners there, is to teach them how to speak it a bit more casually, because you're learning like from a book, and it's not gonna come out like normal.
Yeah, I don't think a book's gonna have.
You're gonna sound strange.
The newest edition or the oldest editions aren't gonna have goblin mode in them. So
Yeah, they definitely don't. They definitely don't. And it's a lot of stuff that it's like, especially with the younger kids, I knew that like I could use internet lingo
Mhm.
and they would understand.
Mm.
Like I would say GG, and they knew what GG meant.
Yeah, GG.
The GG is just good game,
Yeah.
which are two words that could translate that they could understand easily, because they understand good, which is an easy word to learn, and game is also an easy word to learn because they use the word gemu, which is like game, which is literally just game.
Game.
So the good game made sense to them. So
Mm.
GG made sense.
Never put the easy next to it. GG easy.
GG easy. No, I would do.
That'll get you banned.
I would
Don't
do.
it.
I would say too easy.
Too easy.
And some of the kids would get it, yeah, because
Oh.
they're on the other games. They're on the
Mm.
Fortnite, on the Fortnite.
On the-
They're on the Fortnite. They're on the
this is where we're
Minecraft.
gonna end it, guys. We've shown our age.
We should. They're on the Fortnite. Those kids and their bucks. Their
They're-
Reeboks. But it was
Reeboks.
the Reeboks.
Reeboks or some night.
But I enjoyed it. I liked it. But yeah, so yeah, this idea for the podcast, I've had it for a while, and one of the things was like, one of the hardest things to think about is before the stream is like, okay, well, not the stream, but the show is like, well, what are we gonna talk about,
Mm.
right? What kind of topics? Now I came up with a topic that we have today, which I'm not gonna touch into yet, but I was like, okay, well, we have this topic, and the question is like, are we capable of like going, an hour and a half long, which is how long we want to make these episodes? Are we capable of going that long about talking about a lot of different things? And then and then that thought went away whenever we were eating sandwiches before this, when we were just talking
Yeah.
about
You
red.
talk natural.
Yeah.
I've noticed this, and when I used to play at Beyond the Dungeon, uh, what 4 years ago maybe,
Yeah.
um, that you can make friendships with people, and time just escapes you, right?
It really
Like
does. Yeah.
so, the store would close around 8, 11 p.m., and we would maybe a group of 4 to 6 of us would stay outside the property till 4 or 5 in the morning, just talking.
Talking, right? Yeah.
Talking about the sessions, talking about why did that guy do that there and
Yeah.
not do the other thing, or character ideas or anything of that nature, right? Um, Essentially podcasting without fucking mics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But one of the things I wanted to bring up, we just finished playing a Saturday online game, and what was your idea behind uh
Oh my.
your total. Uh,
Okay. So I guess some background.
mhm.
Some background. So while I was in Japan, I was running a game for friends across the world. Really,
Okay.
I had a friend in the UK. I had you, Tommy Boy here in Texas,
Mhm.
and I had a friend. There was one in California, one in Maine, and then two of us in Japan.
Mhm.
So I was running this game, and as a DM, you're always hard on yourself. I feel especially myself. I'm always very hard on myself on like my creative choices, and I feel like I could have done a better job as a DM. But putting that aside, I came back to the states, and I got very busy. I
Mhm.
had a lot of things to do. I had a new job which was paying well, and then it was getting outsourced. And
I do
then I
remember
got a
that.
yeah, and then I got a house with that old job pay,
Mhm.
and now I have the house with the new job. It's significantly better in terms of benefits and work environment. I'm just waiting to get that pay raise, which I will no doubt get.
Yeah.
But I didn't have time to play. So a friend of mine, the one who's in Japan, he decided to start DMing, and he was DMing some sessions, and I made a character.
Kai, if I remember correctly,
Yeah, his
or at
character's
least
name is
what's that's not his real name, right?
his real name. I think we can say it. I think he'd be okay with it. Scott.
Okay, Scott.
I won't say last name.
Scott. But
Scott. He Kai was the name of his character in my campaign.
yeah, I remember that.
In our campaign because it was ours. Uh, but he decided, I'm gonna give DMing a shot. And he himself is a creative writer. He likes writing. That's his passion. What he wants to do.
Mm.
Um, so he has that craving to tell a story.
Yeah, I've already noticed the difference because I'm running the same adventure that he's running right now.
Oh, the
The dragon. Which
Yeah.
one is it? It's the
Ice Fire Peak.
yeah, Ice Fire Peak.
And you see the creative differences, right?
I've already know the way he like brought in new characters and just added
Yeah.
another layer compared to what I did was, I did a mercenary guild instead, right?
Yeah.
But
And I love that he's getting into DMing
mhm.
because when we were over there, we hung out a lot. He was the closest one to me.
Yeah.
By like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But we hung out and we would always talk about it. What I would tell him was like I encouraged him to DM. I encouraged him to give it a shot. And of course, there's this kind of like, weariness to it. Like, oh, I don't know if I should do it, or I don't know how to do it, where to start. It seems intimidating. But once you get into it, you pick up your flow, and I think he's picked up. I mean, from what by my first session was this week with him.
Yeah.
You guys have played before, and he really, I think he's doing a great job. But that's so, and I love that he's DMing, because he's getting to flex that creative muscle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I decided to jump into last weekend's game, last Saturday, which I had just to be in the game in D&D Beyond in that campaign. I made her like a warlock human.
Yeah, Marikov.
Marikov, yeah, it was like a shapeshifter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't have anything behind it. I was just like, let me just do something, put it there, and have it there.
Have the spot reserved.
Have the spot reserved, yeah. Like, hey, this is my seat.
Yeah.
This is my seat. And then I was like, I have some time this weekend. I have some free time. And I was like, let me make a character because I saw Marikov and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck this is. I don't know who this is. This person is a stranger to me, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what can I do? So I was gonna start off initially because I saw everybody had like some kind of weird creature.
We all have animals.
Almost
all of us.
almost all of us.
Almost all of us.
And everybody has like some weird creature. I'm like, okay, I gotta go with something like that. I wanna do that. And I've always wanted to play a turtle.
Well, Speaking of animals, mine's a tricreen, but I
Yeah.
based mine off of what do you call it?
District name?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no. That would have been good, but I based them off of I don't know if you've seen what's that movie called with the release the Kraken fucking shit.
Oh, the Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans,
Yeah,
but the newer one. And I don't know if you remember the guy in all blue that was guiding them to.
oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
based
yeah.
him off that. So like
Okay.
he wears that ensemble or something to that effect. He wears
Okay.
that to disguise his looks,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
his very mantis like look.
yeah. In my
So
mind, I was just imagining like the cricket from no, the grasshopper from Bugs Life.
yeah,
I just had like leather armor
no. So
on.
I based him off that, and but whenever he has to like disguise himself or anything, he just disrobes and he has
Right.
natural armor and he just can camouflage. But I based him off that, and the whole thing that I gave Scott was like, hey, he's just trying to get back home to his planet. Um, if that means teleport or some sort of teleportation circle or spaceship or whatever. He's just trying to get home. He doesn't know any of the customs. Treat him as a monstrosity because he is not humanoid. He is a monstrosity.
Right,
And
right.
do whatever you want with that. If you don't want him in town, that's fine. He has camping equipment. He's cool.
Yeah,
So that's what I based mine off of.
yeah,
He's a scout, traveler, kind of nomad feel.
yeah, yeah. He's got to keep it on the DL.
Yeah,
Can be caught.
yeah,
Can be called slacking.
yeah. His party knows.
Yeah, yeah,
His
yeah, yeah.
party knows
Oh yeah.
because he's had to disrobe and like fucking roll 28 stealth to like blend in with sand, right?
Yeah,
But that's what I based mine off of.
yeah.
And I've enjoyed it, but it does have its challenges. I can't speak,
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
I have to
Oh,
use
that's a telepathy thing
I
that you
have
do.
to use
Okay.
telepathy and you essentially convey. So I have to get better at conveying what I'm trying to get across instead of
Okay.
like using speech. I have to be like, oh, he feels worry of a
This
certain
door.
area,
Yeah,
yeah,
like hey,
right, or
something's up. Like I like the feeling of dread because of
yeah,
this door.
or like how do you convey danger to someone? Like
Yeah.
what mental pictures or what do you give someone to say, hey, this might be trapped. It's
Right.
hard to. So I feel like I have to get better at that. Um, but I wanted the challenge because I this is my second character that I played that cannot speak. So it's
Oh yeah,
just
because you played a Kenku, right?
no I played
Oh,
a
that's the
I played the assassin, the
the one
rogue
with the card.
assassin with the cards, 52
Okay, yeah,
cards
yeah, yeah.
with phrases.
Yeah.
So that was his gimmick as well. But it was easier because at least I had phrases, that I could
Danger.
fucking give to people. This is more like
You
more
have to
like
this.
yeah, just I have no language, right? So I have
Right.
to convey these things. It's harder, but it's fun. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to
Mine.
the portal.
Yeah. Mine did not go like
I know from the name and from the references you've made that it was not like that. It was yeah. There's gonna be
This is gonna
there's gonna be a guy.
this is gonna be a guy. Okay, so I went. I knew I wanted to do an animal or a creature like everybody else. I was like, okay, I'll do a turtle.
What do we have? We have a turtle.
We have a turtle.
We have a
Some kind of gorilla.
He is a what are they called?
Oh, I don't remember the name, but I saw it was part of the space.
Yeah, the space ones.
He's a monkey.
Return to Monkey.
It's a monkey.
I don't remember. It's the gliding monkeys.
Yeah,
And then we have a Haragon.
which is a rabbit.
And then we have me, which is I think you pronounce it tricrene.
Yeah.
I think so. Trikeen or
Then
tricrene.
an elven woman,
Oh, yeah. I think it's half elf or
half elf.
half
So basically an animal.
animal. Filth.
uh, so yeah, so we have like basically just a crew of animals.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, let me do the turtle. And I was like, well, let me do something that won't, in case I can't make it again, it'll be easy for me to jump in with this character. And I was gonna do just my normal route, which is a fighter, which I love playing a fighter. I
Fighters are
don't.
good.
It's just I like it. I like playing a fighter, but
They talk about power creep and all this. I think if they get the most, I think ASLs, right?
yeah,
Fighters. So that helps a lot
yeah.
with many things.
I like him from
Which subclass do you like though?
um I have trouble choosing subclasses every single time.
Hmm.
Every single time. I like the one with the maneuvers.
Yeah,
Champion?
Battlemaster.
Battlemaster.
Battlemaster good.
I
I
like-
hear Echo Knight's also very good now.
Yeah.
But
So I decided to go with cleric
Cleric.
instead of fighter. I was like, all right, let me do a cleric because there's no cleric, and I want to do a little bit of healing, you know. But I
Mhm.
also wanted to do a little bit of damage.
show support, but also
Yeah,
fuck around and find out.
yeah.
Okay.
So I went with war priest, war cleric,
War cleric, yeah.
and I clicked on it, and I was like, okay, well, what kind of war gods are there? And I didn't want to go with your classic Ares,
yeah.
and the ones you know, right? Fucking Jagoff,
Kratos.
Kratos. I didn't want to go with any of those, right?
Yeah.
So I looked up the page for it on D&D Beyond.
You could go on with the Valkyrie though. That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do. Okay, so I didn't want to do something.
Wait a minute.
I would do something gimmicky.
What's the Japanese God of War?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. They have so many.
They have so many. They have so many. And so I decided to. Well, I looked at the page and it said, "Oh, these are the war
Yeah,
gods."
it gives you recommended gods, I think, if I remember.
And it was like these are the neutral kind of gods of war where they just support like the warriors, right?
Mhm.
It's not like, oh, we're here to crush this enemy. It's more, I'm here to support you.
Yeah.
And they had Nike.
Yeah.
The Greek.
She is one of the Greek.
One of the Greek gods.
Lesser gods.
One of the lesser gods, I
Yeah.
think. Probably one of those two is
I mean,
bastard
come on.
children.
Fucking Ares is like prime, right? And
Yeah, of course.
But people
But-
forget about Nike.
So I was like, oh, I'll go with Nike. And I was like, well, if I'm going with Nike, I gotta have like a real life name. Because initially I was gonna go with Poblart.
Poblart?
Poblart, like the mock-up,
Yes.
but it didn't fit with my Nike gimmick.
Mm.
So I decided. I looked up. I went on Google. It's like athletes sponsored by Nike, and the first one was like LeBron James. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't want people to call me LeBron
Braun.
and
Braun.
LeBron. Yeah,
Braun would have been good.
but LeBron didn't feel right for a turtle, right?
Mm.
So then I keep scrolling and I'm like, oh, Tiger Woods. I'm like, Tiger Woods, Turtle Woods. So then I was
So your
like,
turtle is named Turtle.
my bullshit excuse was like, all turtles have the surname Turtle.
Turtle, yeah.
His name is Woods. So his first name is Woods of clans Turtle, of the Turtle people.
Of the Turtle people.
Of the Turtle people, which was my bullshit excuse for making a stupid ass name.
Or okay. So I forgive the Nike, the sponsorship.
Well,
What I do not forgive is the Canadian accent that you gave me.
so I was trying to go for a Minnesota like accent, like a cop from Minnesota. But I'm not very good at it.
You're getting I feel like I'm getting Canadian from it.
I'm pretty sure everybody's getting Canadian from
Yeah.
it, except somebody was getting Mexican.
But then I think I'm like you're a very, very war-torn Canadian. Like
a war-torn Canadian.
like you're just like
He has the accent of the Turtle people.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
They're humble. They're humble.
They're a
people.
humble people,
They're a humble race.
but they love war.
Yeah.
And that's creative choices I'm making as we go. And then I presented you all with a very beautiful gift, which was my spiritual weapon. So my spiritual weapon is I think it's a 1999 or 1998, whatever, Air Force One.
Yes, correct.
That's my spiritual weapon, and I use it to stomp on people.
Couldn't even be a Nike sandal. No.
It could, I didn't want it. I wanted it to be just.
It couldn't be the Bethlehem 11s.
No,
It had to be an Air Force One.
It had to be an Air Force One, and I wanted it to be.
Now it's
something-
canon. You know that, right? Now it's canon that Nike, when she goes into battle, she wears Air Force Ones.
Yeah, and all of our clerics have spiritual weapons of Nike,
Air Force Ones.
Nike Air Force Ones, or anything Nike related. So Nike, if you're listening to this, please sponsor us. But that was I wanted something with some stomping power, right?
Mhm.
And just the idea
I
of
think
a
you got it.
fucking shoe.
I think you got it.
So
A
that's
lot
my
of force
character.
damage on that.
A lot of force damage. I did really well.
You didn't. I think you did max damage on one of the hits. On
I
one of
think I
those
did,
lobbies.
but I think I did really well on that. But that's my character. That's Turtle Woods. He's 33 years old. He he talks in a Minnesota accent, which I'm forgetting how to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to learn. It's like
You're gonna have to look at Fargo.
I'm gonna have to watch Fargo.
Yeah.
Look at Fargo and see how the people talk there.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't see. It turns to fucking Canadian, Northern,
Northern.
Southern America, Northern, Northern America, Southern.
They also remind me a
Canada.
little bit of Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but I fucked it all up. I'm not very good. I can do really good accents for like a few words, and then
Yeah.
after that, it fucking goes down the fucking drain.
I was actually very surprised by my. I was able to hold my accent for a very long time for my campaign.
Yeah.
With that situation, the Creole sort of like
Oh, the southern gentleman
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
out here with my southern belle.
I wanted to play more like what do you call that guy from
Remember
Princess and the Frog, sort of
well, I mean, that was in
witch
Louisiana.
doctor, yeah, Louisiana Creole witch doctor-ish vibes, right?
Creole Cajun.
Like making bargains with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That always. It's not that it confused me.
Cajun.
Cajun, I think it's like a specific. I had like a whole fucking class on folklore, and they talked about the differences between Cajun and Creole, which some tomato.
Well, it's tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Cuisine was
Cuisine,
it's tomatoes.
I was cuisine and something to do with like French and the people.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was told that it was like, oh, Cajun is the white Louisianan people who have the French in them, and Creole is the French and like Islander black people, or like white people, French and Islander. But I haven't done enough research on it to look it up.
You got those real swamp people in those
And
real deep in there.
Again, in the swamp.
Yeah, and those swamps, like they just. That's another
Okay.
language altogether.
Yeah. Fucking swamps. I can't believe. I fucking hate swamps.
We're by.
Yeah, our city was built on a fucking swamp.
Yeah.
Some lunatic said, you know what? This place that I'm getting bit by mosquitoes and I got a sweaty ass would be perfect for a
Malaria?
city.
Don't care.
Don't care.
I want 45 going through.
I'm here for frog legs and gators.
I want I-45 going through this.
I want I-45 going through this fucking swamp here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that's how I came across that character, and I'm really glad you brought him up because I'm really proud about him, and
I hope you continue to play him.
I hope so too. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the session. I really enjoyed getting back into the game. But now I want to do a little bit of venting. I told you I was gonna tell you something about this lady at work.
Oh, venting, yeah.
So we're gonna do a little bit of the.
Okay,
so this podcast is called You, Me, and Dice, where we talk about you, we talk about me, and we talk about dice.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's your go, right?
It's just us talking.
Yeah.
You, me, or maybe the audience. You, the audience. Me, us, the host, and then dice. The dice.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. But I was gonna tell you the story.
I don't think dice can talk.
I don't think dice can talk.
We'll talk further.
Well,
roll the dice.
I got some stone dice actually.
I saw that.
I got the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah, I got metal ones that like I got for Christmas. White elephant. That for the 20 it says yeah, and for the 1 it says fuck.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
I
don't roll them though. It's a shame. I don't get enough rolling on them because I'm always DMing and rolling on the fucking computer. So
before I get on the topic about the story, we did a Secret Santa at my job, and I want anything D&D related, dice. I made it really easy for anybody to fucking go on Amazon, type in fucking Dungeons and Dragons dice, fucking whatever RT, anything.
Here's my wish list.
And I put Sour Punch Kids.
You put a QR code.
That's what I should have done. And you know what I got?
What?
None of what I asked.
I
got it. I think this is a girl who wants to fuck me. If I'm being 100% honest.
The double got 3000. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not interested. I don't like her work ethic. Does that make, like lazy?
Do you need a work ethic to fuck?
I'm like attracted to like hardworking women, right? And this person isn't really that. But anyways, I have this cologne called Dwarf Sauvage. I got it. My brother was working at a Macy's. I went to it's like really expensive. Supposedly everybody fucking uses it.
Yeah.
So I went And I talked to my brother. I was like, "Hey, which is a good
I use
cologne?" And all
Axe
that stuff.
body spray, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm a man. I use cologne.
Come on. No, I use fuck. I use Versace blue.
I use Glade.
Yeah, I use Febreze me
I
up,
use
daddy.
hit me with that Febreze.
Yeah.
So I got this cologne and it's an expensive. I bought an expensive bottle. I'm like, hey, this is gonna last me a long time.
Did it?
I still have it, and
I
I
feel
bought
like
it.
there's two different types of cologne, isn't that right? Like where it's less concentrated and you just
Yeah, this one's supposed to be like,
spray.
and that's
And
it.
then there's the one that's like you dab on
Yeah,
certain
you
parts,
dab on
right?
your fucking
It's
skin.
like more of an oil-based cologne.
Yeah. And so I got this cologne and it's expensive. The bottle I bought was like $140. That's back when I had that
It's expensive to us, right?
when I had that old job.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was expensive, yeah.
To us.
To us. And so for this Secret Santa, I put I want all this D&D RPG stuff, whatever. Easy and cheap because we had a $35 limit.
Okay.
I'm like, this is what I want. Super easy. You can find I'm happy with I'm a very simple person. You give me a gift, I would cherish it.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't even. If I remember correctly, this was a couple years back. You told me that like you're not one to actually like getting gifts.
Yeah,
You told me that.
it's just I like it makes me uncomfortable because it makes me feel guilty.
That you don't deserve them somehow.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
I've changed a lot in the past
Okay.
few years, but that was it used to be like I didn't like getting gifts because to me it felt like I didn't deserve it.
Mm.
Now when I get a gift, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Thank you.
It's
This
changed.
person actually thought about it.
Yeah, it's that my perspective has definitely changed.
Mm.
So I put a very simple Secret Santa list, and we're all in this meeting room together, and we're drawing names, and nobody's seeing the name. The girl draws the name, and she's like really loud. She's like, "Ooh, I'm keeping this one." And I was like,
Oh, you can.
You pick names like they were folded up."
But you can put a name back.
No.
Well, how? Of course you're gonna keep it. It's, you fucking poop. I get what. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
So she chose a name, and she looks at it. She's like, "Oh, I'm keeping this one."
I thought there was a redraw mechanic in this fucking.
There was a redraw because people kept on getting themselves.
thing.
The very
I've
end.
had that with my.
So so she got the name, and she's like, "I'm keeping this. I got it.
Mhm.
I already know." And I was like, "Oh, I wonder who she got."
Yeah.
And then she.
So where did you write these things down though? Like on paper?
We had like a sheet of paper that we wrote it down, and then they scanned it to everybody. And then they gave everybody like it was an
Oh,
email.
so it had everyone's name on there.
Yeah, it's like so that you would. So it's like I need this person's paper.
So the way we did it was, we had ours. We had everything written down on our papers, and with our name, and then you close it up, and we use those, and you would draw from that, from their gifts.
Okay. No, we did the names, and then they passed the paper around to everybody.
Okay.
And so she gets it, and then this is the first draw. By the end of the first draw, people keep getting like the last three people kept on getting themselves, and I was like, "Oh, well, you're gonna know who you are if you put it back and you draw, and there's only two people left, right?
Mhm.
They know they're gonna get each other."
Yeah.
So we did a redraw. She's like, "If you want to put your name in it, put it back." So I was like, "Okay." So I put it back. She didn't put hers back.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, well, I wonder who she got, right?" Weeks go on and everything, and I'm getting the stuff. I got one person, and I was like, "Okay, I got a bunch of like little stuff." Some inside joke stuff.
Yeah, what did they want?
The person I got.
Yeah, what was on their list?
So what was hard was like they just put like stores that they like, things that they like, and I was like, this doesn't fucking make anything easy.
Yeah.
But I got them some. I think I got them some nice stuff. I focused on like things I know that they like which is like kitchen kind of stuff.
Okay.
And like they have a cat, and like they like Dr. Pepper. So I got them I got like a little cat that holds up AirPods.
Oh.
I got them a little like it's a glass gumball machine that's blue, but a specific blue that's their favorite color.
Yeah.
That you can put things in it like cookies or sugar or whatever.
Oh, okay.
A cat
What
blanket.
is it, like cerulean?
Something like that. Yeah, it's like a teal. Fucking I don't fucking know colors, man. And then like a Dr. Pepper tin sign, and like and some other stuff. And it was all like I went during Black Friday, so I got a lot of stuff on good deals.
Oh, okay.
Because in my mind, $35 limit.
Yeah, $35.
We do all these things in some
That's 2 hours of work, almost.
Yeah, and so we go and we do the Secret Santa, and a separate, and a separate bitch,
Mm-hmm.
a separate fucking bitch, who's the other story that I'm supposed to tell you.
Okay.
She got everybody gifts and she left like price tags on them and everything. And I was like,
You don't do
"Get the
that.
fuck out of here! What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You don't do that.
Typically, you don't do that.
That is in bad taste.
It is very. I think it's in very bad taste because she's like basically showing up everybody. She's like, I got everybody gifts, and she got the women purses. Yeah,
What fuck purses?
yeah, purses, and
Even if the okay,
even
if
on
they're
Black
like
Friday.
15 or 20 bucks.
Yeah, it's there's still 4 other women there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that rubbed a lot of people wrong.
Yeah.
Right? And then it comes my turn to get the gift, and it's the girl who, she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna.
Oh, this is mine.
This is mine." Yeah.
No.
And she says often, like, "Oh, my favorite person," right? And so I get it, and it's the fucking cologne, the Noir Sauvage.
The one you already have.
The one I already have, which at the moment it didn't register.
Yeah.
I was like, this fucking cologne looks familiar, right? And everybody's like, "Oh, that's really good. That's really good." I was like, "Yeah." And I asked for Sour Punch Kids, and I got a bunch of Sour Patch Kids.
What's the difference? Are the Sour Punch those long string ones?
Yeah, I fucking love
look at
those.
that.
I fucking love
Okay.
those. I got the little,
It's like a
the
spicy
French's,
Twizzler.
a little bit, yeah.
Not
Sour
by
Twizzler,
sour.
Sour Twizzler. But instead I got which I still like the candies, right?
Okay.
But it's just a list. It's instructions. But what got me was the fucking cologne. Because that cologne, easy, $120.
Yeah.
An easy 120. And I was like, this is really expensive. I didn't tell her that I already had it because at the time I couldn't it wasn't registering in my brain. I'm like, why would she give me this cologne? Like I wanted dice. But I'm like, all right, I thank you. I really appreciate it and everything. And at that, maybe she thought, oh, like if I give this cologne, he'll fuck me, right? That's
Is that how that works?
Maybe that's how she think it works.
Or maybe she's like, maybe you'll notice me more.
Maybe. And so it's like I get, and that night we had a Christmas party, so I went to the hotel room because I was staying downtown, and it was a shitty hotel room, by the way.
Yeah, but was it was a Christmas party downtown?
It was a Christmas party downtown.
Jesus
it was like
Christ.
this really nice place called I'm not gonna say the name of it, but like it was a really nice place. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You want to pause it?
Yeah, I mean you can say.
Okay.
And I'll
be
cut
back.
it out.
I'm gonna. Daddy's got a tinkle.
Daddy's got a tinkle. You got dog fur all over your booty.
Liz, I live with the fucking.
While he's gone, I gotta tell everybody a secret. I have no secret. I just wanted to say that before he left, so he heard that I had a secret, and now you guys are gonna find out. Oh, he had a secret, but I'm not gonna say an actual secret. But he's gonna think I do, and I hope that he thinks on it. I was like, oh man, I hope he's doing well. I brought some caramel candies here.
Awesome. Something to put in my mouth.
Yeah, I got something else for you to put in your mouth.
Oh.
The body of Christ.
Oh damn!
God bless your soul.
Oh, I didn't know we had wafers. Just munch on them like fucking Oreos. Like not even care about the symbology of it.
Thanks, Jesus. So
continue.
So yeah, she got me this cologne, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that I already had it like the following week. But she was like, "Oh yeah, my favorite person," and I think it would be a different story if she was on her shit, you know. Like if she was at work and she was like, "Man, I'm over here getting shit done," I'm like, "God damn."
So what's giving her low marks in your book? Like turning in assignments late, or what would it be?
It's just she's just not she doesn't do her job well, you know. And
well,
it creates where I work, if you don't do your job well, it creates more work for other people. And it creates issues down the line for other people. Such as myself, every now and then I help out the accounting department, the finance department, for audits.
So what do you do? Like your title at least.
I won't go too deep into that.
Yeah.
But it's like the best way to put it without giving too much away is like account management, basically.
Okay, that's what I thought. Something with accounting, right? Like,
well, not necessarily accounting, but just like it's basic. It's in the we'll call it in the manufacturing world, and we work with wholesale companies. We're the manufacturer, and we we sell to wholesale companies for
But you're
constructions.
part of accounting and not like inventory management.
I'm part of like order entry basically,
Okay.
but because I have these accounts that are assigned to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I have customers I have to talk to and all this stuff. Um, but because I'm fucking good at a lot of things that I end up doing, just
Yeah.
because
Drive.
it's
Real
the
power.
drive. It's about drive. It's about power.
But
It's about like
a lot of people are quiet quitting. I don't know if you know this, right? 2020, 2023.
yeah.
Quiet quitting.
But I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand how it is to feel unappreciated.
Mm.
At this job, I feel appreciated.
Ah.
If I don't get a raise, I'll feel unappreciated.
Yeah.
But I have really good managers, and
They see, they have to, right? Like.
Oh yeah. Especially with my manager, I think he sees kind of a reflection of his younger self.
Mm.
I was like, oh, this guy reminds me of me when I was that age.
That is handsome.
He's one handsome son of a. I mean, he has a huge cock.
Look at him.
And but it's basically what it is, right? And the whole system, when you do your whole job in its entirety, you make other people's lives easier. That's really what it is, right? If you do your job right, you're gonna make other people, because it's like, it's not, oh, it's we all have our lanes.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we all have our lanes, but we have to work together to, to fulfill the mission of the job, right?
Yeah.
You
gotta close accounts, and you gotta if you want to get paid, you gotta close accounts. Right?
you gotta see things through. You gotta do every step that that's involved in the process of.
You're holding up the line.
It's not. You don't hold up the line sometimes, but down the line you make things difficult. Right? Because sometimes you're like, you don't do something with the document, and then later on down the line somebody has to look for it and they can't find it because you didn't put it where it needs to go. And that's what it is. It's like you're slacking. I get it when you slack because it's slow. I got nothing else to do. My work is complete. Great. But if you have work to do and you're slacking, it's unappealing to me. Right? That's a different story with another person I work with who are always on their shit and they're like good at their job. And I'm like, God damn. Like, I'm attracted to that person.
Wow.
Right?
I want to have your baby.
I want to have your babies. I want to get pregnant. You impregnate me. And
we'll find a way.
We'll find a way. But that's the difference, right? Like, in terms of physical attractiveness, I'm attracted to the both of them physically. In terms of like work ethic.
Okay, so she's bad work ethic. She's pretty face.
If she had a better work ethic, like if she suddenly she's like, you know what? I'm
going back to college.
Well, she went to college, right?
I'm going back to college.
I'm going back to college. If she was like at work and she's like, yo, I'm getting things done, and she's like, and she's showing that she's good at what she does, and that she's like, hey, you know what? I see a problem, but I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna look for solutions instead of like it's somebody else's problem. Like I shouldn't have, right? I like that, but it's not. That's not the case. So if it was, like I say, if it was different, I'd be like, yo, what's up?
Okay, I understand.
What's up? But then, yeah, that leads me to
you up?
You up? But yeah, I'll probably have to leave that story for that bitch lady another day. Nah, she's a bitch. I asked her to do something. And...
no. We gotta
talk about it. We'll make this episode long.
Okay.
I'll make it short and sweet. Right. Last week I got fired up. Right. I was like, this fucking...
Jesus Christ, scared me. You said almost sounded like you said I got fired. I'm like, okay. How are we? Is this our new job?
This is our new job.
This is what we're doing.
It's full time.
Sorry to bring the spring on you, Tommy. This is what we're doing now.
This is what we're doing now. No, it's she doesn't do shit. Lazy as fuck. She's older. She has years of experience.
Okay. And
she came into this job thinking like, I have years of experience, so people should listen to me. But she doesn't do shit. It's fucking annoying, right? Because she's like, I gave her one thing to do. It was her mistake. Okay. She made a mistake. It was my account. She made a mistake because it was during like when she first came into the company, and I was giving her a chance. Hey, work on these, and I'll check them, and then but you can work on them, get some practice in. She put up a fight when I told her to work on them, right? And then later on, I stopped checking them because I was like, hey, these are great, these are fine. But on one, she fucked up, and they came back to me. He's like, hey, we need you to fix this. Right? Basically the customer got something they weren't supposed to get.
Oh boy.
And they want what they asked for. So I was like, hey.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. So I sent her an email so she can look at it and be like, hey, this came through. Customer got this. I think it's a great opportunity for you to learn how to do this process. Because it's the process that not a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I've had the opportunity to do it many times for many different people for many different reasons.
So you've had to do it.
So I know how to do it.
I know how to do it, but I think you should learn how to do it.
I ran a workshop on it. Oh, that's how I know how to do it.
So I'll give you this. Did you send this email, give her like steps to do it, or did you just assume like, oh?
Well, I sent it to her and I was like, hey, take a look at this. Something that we can work on. If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
Right? I didn't tell her. I wasn't like, hey, do this. Hey, you messed up. Do this.
Yeah.
She didn't touch it the whole day, but she complained to other people about it. She was like, oh, like he needs to stay in his lane. Why is he telling me that I need to do this? He was like, oh, you know what? It was his, but he should have checked it. Like, she fucked up.
You should have verified.
But I should have verified. He was like, oh, why didn't he catch it when he was checking my stuff? I was like, I don't remember which ones it was that I checked, but I can assure you that the ones I checked were okay. Because the ones that I did check that weren't okay, I told her. Right?
That same day.
That same day. She sat with me. I was like, hey, this is wrong, this is wrong. This is wrong, this is wrong. This is wrong, this is wrong. And I was like, mark it down. And here's the thing. I told her, hey, write these down. You can change them
when you get back.
You can change them when you get to your desk, right?
Yeah.
My best guess is either like I caught
whenever
the error.
You get to your cave, you goddamn troll.
Yeah.
Fix them.
Yeah. My best guess is that if it was an error that I looked at and I told her to fix it, that she didn't fix it. Or that it was after like we had gone over these and she was doing them on her own. I wasn't checking them anymore because I'm not there to fucking hold anybody's hand.
Yeah.
But she complained. She bitched to everybody. She's like, "Who do you? I don't know who he thinks he is. He needs to stay in his lane. You know, all this shit. You know, he's not my boss. You know, all this stuff."
Really laying it on thick on there.
To other people, yeah. And I was like, all right. And the girl who I say wants to fuck me came and told me. She was like, hey, she's been saying all this shit to me like all day.
Do we have tea so I can just?
Yeah. And I was like, oh well, I appreciate it. And I got back to work. And I talked to my supervisor, because I told my supervisor.
Your supervisor was the one that brought it to your attention, right?
It was the customer.
Oh, the customer.
The customer brought it to my attention.
Okay.
Granted, this is a shitty customer, but they still
got to.
We still got to do the job.
Yeah.
I told my supervisor about it, and I told her, I was like, hey, I sent her this, and we're gonna work on it today, because I saw that she didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
And my supervisor could see that she doesn't have anything to do. And I told her, I was like, we're gonna work on it. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, I found out that she's actually been complaining about it. She's like, about what? And she's like, that I told her this and all this stuff. Like, and I told her, I was like, this is hearsay. Somebody else told me this. This is what they told me. Once again, I can't assume that this is fact.
Yeah.
But then when other people start telling you that this person said this, I was like, I believe it.
Okay.
I didn't want to give in to gossip, right? And so the next day, she didn't touch it at all. She didn't touch it at all. She had nothing to do.
Okay.
The next day, I go up to her in the morning. It's like, hey, did you get a chance to look at that? And she has this fucking attitude and this look on her face where she's like, I had a lot of things to do. I was working on my stuff. And I was like, okay.
It says here your log.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And the thing is, I am nobody's boss there. I mean, not, but I help everybody.
Your peers.
Yeah. But I offer help.
You can always peer review them.
Yeah. And everybody there knows me enough to know, like, oh, whenever he comes to you, he's not going to come to you to, like, tell you, hey, you need to do this. It's going to be like, hey, this came across my desk. Do you know how to do it? No? Let's do it together. Because I want everybody to learn. It makes my fucking job easier.
Yeah.
It means I have to do less work, right? If everybody knows how to do their job.
You can pull your fucking slack.
Then I don't have to
do it.
Right. So she's like.
Because eventually it's just going to come back to me.
Yeah. So she has this look on her face and she has this, like, fucking smirk. Like
just ate shit. ate a
Yeah, I'm
bowl of
like,
fucking milk and shit.
yeah, and she's
Okay.
like, okay, and I'm like, I just wanted you to see it so you can practice it, and she's like, well, who decided that? Who decided that I should do it? And I was like, I did. I decided that you should do it because it'd be good practice. And she's like, okay, well, who is it? What is it? I'm like, it's my account. It's this person. And she's like, oh, um, okay. And I'm like, listen, I wasn't trying to I was trying to be nice about it. And I say to her, listen, this is an order that you did. And I bought it in a really low voice, right? I was like, hey, this is an order that you did in the very beginning. And there was a mistake. But it was in the very beginning. Nobody's going to get on you for it. I can help you with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what I was there. I was trying to help her with it. I was like, it's my account, but it was an order that you did. And she's like, is it like is it really an order that I did? Also, I'm like, yes, because and she would know if she would have looked at it, right? Because it
Yeah.
tells you who did it,
Who signed off?
who signed off, basically. And she's just like putting up a fight. And I was like, okay. So I go back to my desk and I'm frustrated because I'm like, I'm used to working with reasonable people.
You feel like you can finish it. You yourself can do it
I could fucking
easily.
easily, but this is not for me. This is
Yeah.
so that, like,
So she can teach you.
yeah,
You can learn.
because out of the people who know how to do it, there are people who are aware of it
Mm-hmm.
and people who know how to do the process.
Yeah.
I am one of the people who know how to do it. The supervisor is one of the people who knows how to do it, like,
Clockwork.
yeah. And there are like maybe one or two people who are aware of the process. People who have been there longer, but
Mhm.
they haven't really done it much. But I was there at a time when it was really busy, and I got the chance to learn a lot of different things
Mhm.
because there's so much of it to do. There's so much volume, right?
Yeah.
So my supervisor is like, "Did you tell them?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, how did they react? And they're like, "They don't. I don't think they want to do it."
I don't want to do it.
They're like, I tried to talk to them and everything, and they're like, "Okay." And she's like, "Did you explain it to them?" I was like, "I told them I would sit down with them and help them." And we have a workshop, and they took notes.
Yeah.
It's very simple. So I get an email from the lady who's supposed to do it.
Mm.
She's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this? I was like, well, first find out what the customer wants to do. Do they want to keep it? Do they want their product back? And she's like, who's the customer? I was like,
It's on the.
I sent you their email.
Yeah.
I sent it to you.
Look at your emails.
I was like, hey, it's the email. You can find their email address below, or you can just type in their name and it'll come up because you just talked to them before.
Yeah.
She stands up. She goes over to my desk. She's like, I don't understand what it is that you want me to do. And she's like, I don't get it. I was like, just find out if they want to keep it. If they don't want to keep it, figure out where we gotta take this step, and then we'll see what we need to do. And she's like, I don't know why. She's just fucking making up bullshit excuses. She's like, I'm gonna go talk to this person, the supervisor. I'm gonna go talk to the supervisor. I'm gonna go talk to the supervisor. Instead, she went to the restroom and cried.
She went to the restroom and cried.
Yeah, out of like frustration or some shit. And it had me really like fucking. I was flamed. I was like, I was annoyed. Because first, and then she was going around telling everybody, like, oh, he thinks he's the boss. He's not the boss. He needs to stay in his lane. So she's telling all this to all these other people. And what gets her is that two women that I work with, they're older and they previously had like manager jobs, and they're kind of like, hey, we're just here to work. This is my job. I don't want to be a manager. I've had that. I don't want to do it. My husband makes enough money. We're good, right?
Yeah.
They call me, hey, little boss, in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oye, jefito, you know? Because I help them out a lot.
Yeah.
And that is the thing, whenever the manager and the supervisor are gone, which happened once when they were both gone because I had to go to this business trip, people defaulted to asking me for help. So that's kind of where it came from. Where they're like, oh, like, who do we ask? And I was like, well, fuck, I know how to do it. Yeah. And the thing was, like, I knew how to do a lot of stuff because I came at a time where there weren't enough people.
The building blocks were set right there.
And work needed to get done. So I ended up learning a lot of different things. So I came in a position where I was swamped and I was working like fucking.
Same situation with me.
Yeah, I was working like 55.
In my management position and during Harvey. So they threw me to the fucking wolves. Yeah. Like construction.
Yeah.
So I learned a bunch of shit that, that other managers don't know to this day.
Yeah, and it comes at a great advantage, and so people come to you because they know that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation that is for me. So it really fucking irks that lady when when they call me that.
Yeah.
When they call me like little boss or whatever. I was like, yeah, fuck that bitch. The moral of the story is like I was heated all week, right? All last week.
Yeah.
And then over this weekend I had some time to think about it. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm not gonna let it bother me as much because
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna make great material for the podcast.
Yeah.
I was like, what better way to offer people entertainment than to talk shit about bitch ass people? Not just that.
She's just a hater.
It's the vent, but also hopefully maybe there's other people who have this experience where they have this issue with like it's people who are older than you who have had these other experiences, but now they're at the same level and they don't know and they think they're still above everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think a lot of it'll happen with
The
like
whole thing with seniority, well, age seniority.
it,
Right?
it's what
There's
it
a
is.
difference between age seniority and workplace seniority.
Exactly, and she believes that she has age, but also workplace seniority when she doesn't. And so I thought it was just this fucking thing I had to vent. It's
Yeah.
just this. I mean, I vented it over the weekend, but the moral of the story is I'm gonna start kind of encouraging it a little bit, just to fucking
So
just to fuck with them, because
I want to know, was the task completed?
no, not because of any of us, but because of the customer.
Oh.
Because the customer is like, this customer, they're in a position where they're not gonna be there much longer
Mm-hmm.
because they're moving on to something different. And I know because they changed their title and they accidentally left it on an email. So they had like a different they had changed from like purchasing or whatever to like or inventory management, and they had accidentally left it on it, and then he like quickly removed it.
Oh shit.
So he's like he doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
His customers care, the people who are asking for it,
Mm-hmm.
but this guy doesn't fucking
He
care.
doesn't care.
The test would get done if it was somebody else.
Yeah.
But we've been talking the shit a lot. Let's get into
Topic of the day.
let's get into the topic of the day. This is I think we did a lot of talking. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
We had to fill up some space, some time, and we're still trying to figure out the format. What format is gonna work best for this podcast? So far, like how it's going right now.
What did we have lunch? What was for lunch today? They gotta know. People gotta know.
People don't know.
People gotta know what's in our stomachs.
It's my tuna salad.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Dinner.
Dinner. Dinner.
I had. If we're speaking lunch, I had $5 CCs because they were running a promo. CC's sponsor.
Oh yeah, tuna.
$5.
Um,
Pizza buffet.
we had sandwiches.
I'm sad. I'm a sad person. That's. It was just disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Yeah,
But it was, yeah. We had sandwiches. We
Tuna salad.
I had tuna salad for lunch.
I enjoy it.
I make it. I'll tell you how I make it, folks, and you guys can try it if anybody's listening. So I take tuna in a can. I try to get
from the sea.
Yeah, from the sea. I try to get the white albatross or something like that.
Yeah.
Albatross,
Abba.
albatross, something like that. And then I make sure to drain all the water from it because it has a lot of water. So I drain that water. I cut up.
I put it in my lemonade. Typically.
All right, we're just gonna glaze past that. I do cherry tomatoes, which I love,
Okay.
and I just cut those in half.
Mhm.
I do like a quarter or a third of a bell pepper of the
Okay.
outside.
Mm.
I dice that up. Red onion, dice it up. Almonds for some crunch, cut them up. Celery, also for some crunch and to fill you up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't know if it's a myth or the truth, but celery, you lose more calories chewing on celery than it actually has.
I think it's true.
I think that's
I'm
true
going with
as
it's true because
Uh,
it's gonna make me feel better.
well. It just just the amount of water it has.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, I
then-
believe it's true as well.
and then I mix the tuna with like some mayo, some salt and pepper, or some garlic,
Mm-hmm.
some garlic powder,
Mhm.
and then I mix it all together, and that's my lunch. I'm doing that not because I fucking love it, though it is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm doing that because I gotta take care of myself after a visit with the doctor.
Yeah.
Which I'll get into probably next episode or something like that. But in the meantime, yeah, that's kind of what happened. But for dinner we had
Mm.
we had some Sammys,
Yep. Some
two
sandwich.
sandwiches, Just different bread,
Two
different
sandwiches,
meat,
different
but
bread, different meat.
we had the romaine lettuce,
Romaine,
onion,
beefsteak,
beefsteak. Yeah,
beefsteak tomatoes.
beefsteak tomatoes, which is the fucking.
They're beefy.
They're beefy. They're big tomatoes.
They're big tomatoes.
Mayo,
Mayo, Hellman's, has to be.
Hellman's, another sponsor,
Yeah.
another sponsor of the show.
We're getting there.
Heinz, another
Yeah,
sponsor of the show.
Heinz
Yeah.
mustard.
Oh no. Oh, okay. The screens went to sleep,
Ugh.
and I was like, oh shit, I hope it's still recording. Yeah. Pepper, salt.
Mm-hmm.
It's Himalayan salt, by the way.
Yeah,
Pink
I saw the
salt.
pink. I saw the pink.
Yeah,
Himalayan
and
salt.
some baked Lay's chips sponsored.
Barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good.
It was good.
It was actually, it was really filling.
It
you
was.
know?
It was.
And the tuna salad, the ones that the tuna salad I make, the way I make it hefty, so it does fill me up to dinner. And usually I have a light dinner, but today I'm doing the podcast, had some chips.
I recommend you getting the tuna salad whenever you have a chance from Potbelly. Potbelly has a great tuna salad, and I'd add hot peppers.
Okay.
Their hot peppers are fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you this: if nowadays, now when I go out to eat, I'm eating because it's my cheat meal. It's my cheat meal of the week.
Well,
I'm allowing myself, yeah.
it's a cheat meal, but it doesn't have to be because it's still tuna salad.
Yeah, it could be like I could do like on a Friday.
Yeah,
and then pizza on the next day. Yeah. But I'm appreciating food more.
That's good.
It's a nice thing. I had curry last weekend, and fuck, it was so good.
Have you noticed the price of eggs?
It's gone up.
Fuck.
It's gone up.
It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the main things that everything,
everything has a little bit of eggs.
Yeah, everything's dictated by. Almost everything's dictated by the price of eggs and other essentials. Yeah. Milk, egg, a lot of farm things.
Oh yeah.
Rice, that kind of stuff.
Well, the one of the things is like the.
Scary, man.
So.
18 pack, $10, almost $10 for an 18 pack.
Yeah, and so in the U.S. we have this thing, the chart of what you're supposed to eat, and dairy is a big part of it.
Yep.
But the reason dairy is a big part of it, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was told that it was because the U.S. government subsidizes the dairy industry. They need to make their money back, so they put it into the thing that, hey, this is part of your diet. You need to eat this. You need to eat this many. Which in reality, everybody says it's significantly less.
Yeah.
Significantly less.
Well, just the proof onto the fact that look at all the fucking dairy substitutes.
Yeah, it could be that like the government isn't making their money. Yeah.
We don't need cows. We can just milk almonds.
I was gonna say like titties, but
no. I do love the meme of the Starbucks girl. Like, hey, you want essentially boob milk and what?
Huh?
Okay, boob milk, yeah.
So
you want what sort of milk?
What sort of milk? So let's get into this topic.
Okay. So D&D.
D&D. Back to D&D.
Topic. Dungeons and
Dicks. The Remembered Realms, because Hasbro has that thing going on right now.
They're fucking dragons. They're little dragons right now.
Yeah.
They're hoarding fucking. What is it? OGL.
OGL 1.1.
1.1.
It
leaks.
Is. Yeah.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed. Leaks.
We'll see.
But I think a lot of people are thinking it's legit.
The legality of it.
The legality.
But I don't know if I don't know if you also saw that it was a quick Twitter post. I don't know if it's fucking real or not. They're like that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic use
the D20 system.
The D20 system.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, Hasbro. All right, Hasbro.
Let them fight.
Fucking Gajiro's over there. Let them fight. Yeah, fucking Disney versus. Yeah. Well, we'll see who comes out on top.
Well, the thing is, it's like to me, it makes sense the way companies do things. Right?
Yeah.
I remember when the season pass was first introduced, we were playing Call of Duty. Somebody's, you're gonna get the season pass. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought they were talking about like Six Flags or some kind of fucking water park. They're like, no, season pass is where you get more stuff, but you pay more. I was like, what the fuck?
Pay premium.
But I thought this was the game. I'm like, no. If you want some extra stuff, you need to pay more. I was like, and that was such a normal thing. Now everybody's like, oh, get the game, get the season pass, get season cosmetic. It's such microtransactions. I honestly fucking hate with the burning passion.
I hate the loot box system.
Okay,
that's just gambling. You're
gambling. It's
gambling.
gambling.
You have an addiction.
And then, so Hasbro doing this makes sense to me.
Mm.
Like, well, not that it makes sense. It's just it's not a surprise that a fucking giant fucking company is gonna be like, you know what? All of you little motherfuckers, pay us now or get the fuck out of our industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Which is like, it's such a fucking dickhole fucking move, right?
Yeah.
But because of that, this podcast is about Dungeons and Dicks or Dragons and Ditties.
What?
So we're gonna talk
Cloacas
about
and Dragons? Something about that.
the Remembered Realms.
Mm-hmm.
Strahd with Z.
Strahd.
No, Strahd the Z is in the beginning.
No. I like it in the end.
I like it in the end. So this time was about Strahd. I really wanted to. I saw Strahd, and to be honest, I thought about this. I saw Strahd, and I was like, Strahd looks like a twink. And but then it made me think. Well, what is Strahd? Is Strahd a dom or a sub? And for those who don't know, dom is in the world of sexual interactions.
Mm.
A dom dominates. To put it very simply, in a sub,
Submissive.
it's submissive.
Um,
I already know my answer.
you say he looks like a twink.
No, well,
you.
the idea came that he looks like a twink.
Like you feel it like he looks like
When I
fucking
okay, so
Edward from fucking Twilight.
I think he looks like Timothy Chalamet, like Timothy Chalamet. I can't remember his. Like, I don't know. He came out in the new Dune. He's like the protagonist in the new Dune.
And you think Strahd looks like that?
I think Strahd gives me like a pale, skinny.
Because I always think like, yes, pale, but like I imagine him standing like 6'1", a built 180.
Okay.
I mean, this is a man, a general, like fucking.
Yeah, but I mean, years of, hundreds of years of being quote unquote undead, vampire. I feel like he would have got really lean.
You think so?
He would have got.
I don't think so. I mean, well, look, he can feed on anyone.
He can feed on anyone. He
so
can feed on anyone.
I don't see him.
And he's totally bisexual.
He is.
100%.
Well, it's. Well, yeah, no, he does have that.
It was mentioned. It was mentioned in the Curse of Strahd in the book in his bio.
Yeah.
They mentioned, I think, like he would take anybody.
Yeah. Anyone he deems beautiful.
Yeah, anybody who he deemed as beautiful.
Yeah.
So
he's so as of recently, he has that bard that is his boy toy, or vice versa. You're suggesting that he is sub.
Okay, no. So my suggestion is that he's a sub in the bedroom.
Okay.
Right. So you got this guy, and I'll go. So you got this guy, right? He has all this power, and he goes around dominating people, right? Dominating them because what is he gonna do for fun? He fucks with people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like, for him, it's like I do all this, but then like, don't you think he's gonna like fucking get a hard on when he's in the bedroom, and like somebody's like Strahd, like get on your and they like push him down and just like go to town. Like, don't you think like he's gonna be like this? I like because it's different because maybe it like, but the other so go ahead.
So I think okay, I again right, we're gonna go into a little bit of lore, Strahd lore. Again, he feels or thinks that hey, this is my land. I am the lord of this domain. If you are in this domain, I own you. You are mine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can see where that it's just natural for him to dominate these things, right? Yeah. Anyone, you're mine. I own you.
Yeah.
Of course, I can do whatever I want. You're a plaything to me. But I guess I can see where you're switching the role. Where like behind closed doors, in that dark, deep closet, in that dark little cavern, that is his bedroom. He wants to feel the other side of it.
Yeah, the other side of it.
And maybe he's getting that. Do I think of that? No, I think he's dom through and through, and he just
like in the bedroom and at work.
At work in the bedroom, but I think he's a more nurturing dom in the bedroom.
Okay.
So not as aggressive as he would like treat. He might just even give you a slap in real life, right? But
right.
in whatever the bedroom, right? He would play with you, but then afterwards, he'll give you a sort of a like feelings of affirmation afterwards.
Yeah,
right? Like,
he'll bring you a warm towel.
Yeah.
Cuddle with you.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. And because he has like 4 or 5 partners, I don't think, and they give little hints that he cares. He kind of cares about these partners.
Yeah.
I think he had one wife. I don't know if she. If I believe though, she did die, but his wife was killed by the not the dark elves, but there's the Twilight Drow in that sort
Yeah.
of domain. They killed one of his wives, so he ended up killing all the females in that tribe.
Right. Right.
He killed all the females in that tribe. So now there's just these race of elves, male elves, that are with Vistani, and they're just there. So he must care about these people that he's taking.
Yeah.
into
Oh
his
yeah.
castle.
Absolutely. I definitely. I do definitely think that there was some bit.
So-
Even though the book supposedly says like he has no humanity.
Yeah, humanity.
I think he still has something, right? Because he's still looking for
he
that beauty.
covets. That's a human thing.
Yeah.
He covets these things.
And he's still looking for that beauty, that reincarnation of,
Mhm.
of the lady that he fell in love with.
I think in the book she's what, Irina?
So I think so, yeah, Irina, something like that. So he still has that. Like, there's still some desire to have that beauty, right? And I
Mhm.
think that fuels his willingness to take on partners.
Yeah.
But here, when I think of Strahd and when I say he's a sub, it could be that one, he's a sub like he likes to get dominated, but like on his terms. Like, I'll let you do this to me, right?
I give you I'm giving you the rod.
I'm
You have the
giving-
power for
You have the power for
this long.
the next 2 minutes, which is how long it takes me to come.
Man, really giving him a time frame on that.
He's got it. Yeah, I mean that's a long time. That's pretty like above average.
So I'll say this, just because we're speaking about his sexual preferences. I think it is confirmed. Quote me if I'm wrong here. That he is also he deals with he's a little pedo as well, because the girl in the village, in Barovia village, that's like in his castle that he's trying to get as well, or at least suck her blood. She's underage. I think her name's Gertrude. If I remember
Okay,
correctly.
so I wouldn't be surprised if he is.
Yeah, but it was a different time. Well, different
What,
time as in
fucking 80s.
no, well, yeah, exactly right. The fucking 80s or 70s. Well, his time is fucking like whatever, fucking 60s.
Yeah,
right?
you take a
Whatever.
wife of 15 years old.
Whatever.
and you're,
Right,
like,
that.
fucking
But
normal.
yeah, they wrote this in 70s, 80s, and again, it's still despicable and shit. But like, so bisexual,
Bisexual, a pedophile.
pedophile.
Um,
We're deciding here if he's dom or sub.
Yeah,
A little bit of both, maybe.
I think-
don't know.
I think, okay. So when
We know that he is somehow caring.
yeah,
But does he just care about his property, or does he actually does he have empathy towards these people?
I think he cares about whatever he feels about caring at the time. Because he lives for so long. He's an immortal being, technically. As far as everybody knows, that this vampire is an immortal being, so it could change from time to time,
Yeah,
right? Like,
could
I care
be.
about you now. I don't care about you anymore in like 100 years.
Yeah, well, that's part of the story is that bard that he has, the guy bard. The guy bard is scared that, hey, he's losing favor with Strahd, so maybe he's gonna just throw me
No.
away.
And I get that too. Like, oh, you're a plaything that I no longer enjoy.
Yeah.
Away from me. Be gone.
Be gone, thought.
And but
I like how they gave each one of the his consorts.
yeah.
They gave each one sort of their own little lore too, like their quirks. Their
Okay,
quirks.
yeah.
One's like a yeah, holy shit, he is a pedophile because one of them is the youngest, the one in the yellow dress that always wears a mask. She is underage. She's like
He's a total pedo.
16, 17. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a total pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she can't age anymore. So yeah, she's forever
She's forever.
anime 17, 16, 17 forever
Yeah. And he's a
4,000-year-old
pedo. So he's a pedo forever.
vampire. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can see how there might be some Strahd diehards that are gonna be like, yeah, but she's 4,000 years old, but she wasn't always 4,000 years old, homeboy.
That's surprising. Like Hadozi. That's what the fucking monkeys are. That's surprising though. No one's changed that. You know how they're going back and changing lore and all these
Well,
things?
I think that's what it is. I think it's that like they're rationalizing. She's 4,000 years old now.
Yeah.
but she wasn't always.
Yeah, they haven't
14,000 years old.
retconned that
It's
character.
like right now, it's like if you are a 30-year-old man and you start dating a 15-year-old girl, nobody knows, and then like 10 years later,
She's 25.
she's 25 and you guys break up, and like how long were you guys together? Like, oh, for 10 years, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but she's 25 now. I'm like,
She wasn't
she
all.
she wasn't when I was 25, So the same thing with Strahd,
Yeah.
once a pedophile, always a pedophile.
Mm.
But here's why I think I think you ever hear about those really rich like Wall Street guys, big business guys who go to these dominatrix?
Yep, they're really into that.
They get really into it. But some, I found out recently that some just want to be held.
Hmm.
That they just want to be held. And I'm curious if like he has four, right? He has four.
He has three girls,
Three girls,
one guy.
one guy.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like each one fulfills something else,
Mhm.
right? One is like his dom. So one he gets dominated by, right?
Mhm.
The other one he's the dom.
If it is that situation where you say sub and dom, I think he gets I think he gets dominated by the youngest one, the pedophile.
You think so?
Yeah, like it has to be. I just feel like it has to be.
Okay.
Like my mind will not comprehend this if it is not. Like if he's not on his fucking knees begging for him to like for her to stomp on his balls
With heels.
with heels.
With heels. Okay.
And he doesn't. I mean, sure, his balls are stomped, but the fucking heart in the tower is just gonna fucking regenerate them anyways. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So
it has to be.
All right. I'll take it because that's a win. That's a win.
And it
I don't know. Is it a win? He's still.
it puts her in a better light.
It puts her in a better. It still makes me feel bad.
I'll tell you this. I would not want her to be the sub. In that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree.
She has the power.
So I was gonna.
She has whatever power she has in this relationship.
Right. So there's gonna be more. There's also gonna be like, oh, there's somebody who he just cries with, or he just wants to be held by somebody.
I feel like he wants to be held by
Some strong arms.
by the guy.
By the guy. And then the other one was just like normal fucking housewife. Hey, honey, how you doing? What'd you make? Fucking potatoes again.
I think that's the oldest one. The one that's
That's the
like
oldest
most innovative. God, I wish I had these characters' names, but there's one that's like I think one of his first ones, and she's like super. She's not magic. She's more magically inclined, and she's innovative.
Oh yeah.
I only remember her because she wears the red dress. She's the one in the red dress, and she's like very meticulous and smart, just like he is.
Yeah.
She's almost like a third in command because his second in command is that drow.
Okay. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think this makes
So
sense.
I can see her handling his day to day.
Okay.
His day to days.
Do you think he rolls a d4 to see what he wants that day?
Exactly right.
He's like, let's see what's gonna happen today. That's the housewife again.
Yeah. Yes.
Why is this fucking chicken undercooked? Why is this human leg undercooked? And I don't think he'd be like a good husband either. I think he'd be that like that 1940s, 1950s husband where it's like, excuse me, did you just talk back to me? Is this toast burnt?
Yes, but at the same point, I feel like most men are like that, typically because of job. He doesn't have a job, so he just stays in his fucking castle, just like
okay. So so do you think it's like the opposite, where he's just like a fucking lazy bum? He's got like in his underwear with fucking Cheeto puffs.
He can be. He can be. He can easily be that fucking situation where they're like, "Move, get up! I need to fucking sweep over under there."
He's like sleeping till fucking 3 p.m.
He stayed there for 3 months because time doesn't fucking matter. So it's like
Yeah.
a day for him. But like he's been on that same fucking couch for like 3-4 months. It's just imagine the stench.
It's just fucking dirty, nasty balls.
Fucking move. There's mode.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
he doesn't have a job.
Yeah, he
What does he do? What does he do?
Just lazy.
He's the Lord of Barovia. That is his job, overseeing his kingdom.
I feel like he wouldn't be skinny. I feel like he'd be a fat guy.
Could be.
Like he would just have gained a lot of weight.
Well,
Maybe
I'll
he
tell you
fluctuates,
this.
you know?
I'll tell you this. I don't know if you just because it's a popular topic right now, but the Adams family.
Oh yeah, with the
Gomez. Yeah, Gomez.
I love that actor,
He
by the
doesn't.
way.
Yeah, he doesn't. what's his name? No, something Gomez.
Uh,
Guzman.
Guzman, yeah. I
What's
think
his first name?
Jose Guzman.
Jose.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Jose
I think so.
Guzman. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I like the. Yeah, he's very true to the art.
And I like him as an actor. There's some actors I just love seeing on screen
Mm,
that I don't expect to see,
mm,
and I love seeing them on screen.
mm.
Yeah.
So but he reminds me of the 60s or 70s version TV show Adam. That's what I imagine Strahd like. That guy doesn't work, so he's always with his family. So like
Yeah.
he's kind of inclined to be a little happy, but also like quirky, weird, lazy.
Yeah. 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 A complicated man.
Yeah.
So the deduction is first, he's a terrible person.
Terrible person.
Right. Terrible person. Anybody who idolizes Strahd is questionable.
Yeah.
But then I have my own personal gripes with people who idolize individuals. But this topic for another day.
I'm actually. How did you like my iteration of Strahd?
I think it makes sense. I think it's a very
When I ran it,
so when you ran it, and
I think y'all only had
we had one encounter with
one
him,
encounter.
but we kind of like spoke to him in kind of weird ways or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was very straightforward. I think we were presented with the clear antagonist.
Yeah.
That from now on I'm going to refer to as the pedophile. And the sub.
What's his full title? Fuck. Strahd von Verovich? Strahd von Zarevich?
Von Zarevich, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Strahd von Barovich, something with the B.
Zarevich, I think.
I thought something with the B because his father was like Barovich or I don't know.
Mm.
You think this has me thinking about that shit that Warner Brothers did with Meat Canyon, the YouTuber where they claimed Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
So Bugs Bunny is now a like
It's like
a sick is a rapist.
a rapist. There you go.
Yeah, a rapist. He's a it's
No,
canon.
sexual. It's
A sexual predator.
God damn it! It's Yeah, sexual
A
predator.
sexual predator. Yeah, so now it's canon that Bugs Bunny is a sexual predator.
Mm.
That's Meat Canyon. For anybody who's looking for him on YouTube, just type in Meat Canyon Bugs Bunny. But yeah,
If you can find it. Sometimes you can't even find the video anymore.
no, but you can find the other one, the one that he made where everybody's warning him.
Yeah.
But it makes me think of like, everything that if under this OGL 1.1 that I can't remember. I don't know the exact rules. I read some of it. I didn't read it all. But like if Hasbro starts claiming, hey, you can't use this or it's ours, then we're establishing right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're establishing that Strahd he is both a sub and a dom.
A little bit of both.
He's
depending on which person.
Depending on which person he's with. He's a bit of a lout, a bit lazy at home. Lazy. And that he's a pedophile.
Mm.
So we're establishing these 4 things so that if Hasbro were to ever come down on the little guy and be like, hey, we own this now, you have to accept, Hasbro would have to accept that, yeah, Strahd is a pedophile.
Mm. Yeah.
But I have to read it all in entirety.
Yeah, like, I think there's a lot of lore behind that character. Just because he's like from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of like iterations and material written on him and different things. I think
he's interesting, right? Like he killed his brother to be with his brother's girl.
Yeah. Like an idiot,
but he had this whole thing with like
he literally chose hoes before bros.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I gotta tell you already, he's a piece of shit.
And then he conquered this land for his father, didn't he?
Yeah.
He even named it after his father.
He named it after him, and he named the castle after his mother.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, like, in the beginning from the book, in Strahd, where he's telling you his background, it starts off as like, oh, he was general, and he's really good, he loved his family, and he told, hey, family, come. And then this motherfucker went mad. obsessed with like the Dark Lord or the Dark Power, or whatever.
Dark powers to be.
And his mother died on the road to Barovia, which is
Mhm.
where he was taking them. And then he was like, you know, that woman is beautiful. I'm gonna kill my brother who I love so much for this lady I barely fucking know.
Mhm.
You can't tell me that's not some psycho shit.
Simping, man.
Like he is fucking insane.
He's
He
an
has some.
he's an incel.
He's a fuck yeah. He's an incel. Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker saw this woman, his brother, his lifelong brother,
Yeah.
what else kind of, and he's like, I like that lady. Your girlfriend's cute. I'm gonna murder you, and I'm gonna have her.
Look. Here's the deal. Take it if you want. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill you.
I know you're my brother,
I know that. We have a little bit of history.
and I love you, my brother. But I want to fuck your big titty wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's big titty, but I feel like
I can only assume.
I can only assume.
That happens, right?
Yeah.
And
He
then
throws his brother off a balcony.
yeah, and then he's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be in the sword now. The brother. Don't they break that fucking sword? The brother's sword. That's the relic of the fucking.
That's the
Raven, I
relic,
think.
yeah.
It's the sun
Uh,
sword.
Well, that's the sword that's supposed to, I'm assuming, kill Strahd.
It does like the most damage to him.
Those damage to me. I think, yeah, I think he gets split into a sword.
Mm.
He goes into a sword and he gets split into two pieces.
Well, he hires a wizard to break the sword.
Yeah.
Strahd
Oh yeah,
hires
that's
a
right.
wizard to break the sword, and they do, and um, yeah.
Well, the wife throws herself off the balcony, right? She kills herself.
Yeah, the wife I think is the one that kills herself. He I think stabs his brother. He actually like murders his brother.
Yeah. Well, I thought I thought he had tossed him off a balcony.
No,
He stabbed him.
He murdered his
He
brother.
murdered him. He straight up said, "Shank, shank, 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 shank."
Tama.
Yeah.
His two Brutus.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Culero.
Yeah, he gave it the whole fucking
He gave him the
college.
whole razzmatazz. Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh no, if I can't be with my love, then
I might as well just die.
yeah."
you know?
She yeeted off the cliff.
I mean, loyal bitch.
Loyalty.
Loyal.
I mean, we'll give it to her. Loyalty.
Loyalty for sure. Oh, I mean, she did nothing
Maybe
wrong.
maybe he just had like good dick. The brother at least. Just like
You think maybe-
I'm leaving for the day.
I'm leaving for the dick. Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, she's. I mean, great. You know. I haven't read enough to know if there's any lore behind her.
Well,
Or cake.
same neither. But I know that the girl that like encouraged Strahd, you met her already, Irina. That is her
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
Reincarnated.
He believes it's her.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's because you can later do things,
Mm-hmm.
not to her, but like you can
okay.
take her to. I mean, if you want, you can try romance.
Whatever the DM.
I'm not
decides.
stopping you from.
Whatever the
romance.
DM. If you want me,
Yeah.
if you want to romance with me,
if you want to just like fuck a big titty tiefling and that pussy cold, that pussy gripping, go ahead.
go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not here to stop you.
Yeah.
We'll roll the dice.
I'll make one. The next innkeeper you find is a
This-
big titty tiefling,
Oh,
blue skinned, lovely.
yeah. No,
I don't know if you've seen the meme. Because fuck memes, right? In
yeah.
general. There's one that of Paladin, having
I
a sexual
have-
relationship with the fucking goblin,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, oh, like I'm gonna smite thee, you unholy monster, all this, and then he is meeting his lord, right? Whatever. He's like, you fucked the goblin, and in my head canon, this guy fucking died from venereal disease from fucking goblins, and his excuse was, but my lord, that pussy be gripping. No, but my lord, that shit gripping.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god.
Well, see, that's why for any anime fans out there, if I told Tommy, if I die and I get isekai'd into another world, my power would be to be disease free. So I get that goblin person.
Isekai.
But
The Japanese, damn them.
Damn, they've been
They
there.
found a way to reincarnate.
They reincarnated.
They had to. They had to.
They figured it out. Somebody
Like
knows.
someone has been isekai, and that person is writing these like made this genre.
Yeah.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think Strahd's a terrible person.
So what are closing thoughts of Strahd? Terrible person.
So, fucking incel.
And so both sub and dom.
Both up and down. Pedophile.
Pedophile. Little bit. He has a sprinkling of everything that you want a dread lord to be.
Yeah, you want a bad person.
Yep.
You
You
want
want your antagonist.
yeah.
And that's what I don't like from Wizard of the Coast, how they're sprinkling everyone to be like, oh, these guys aren't bad. They're just misrepresented, or the orcs were never evil. Drow were never evil.
Well, see, here's
they
my
were never
thing.
really slave owners, right? But
Here's my thing on that. I don't need the Wizard of the Coast to tell me who is and who isn't evil.
Mm.
I decide as a DM who is evil and who isn't in my world, right?
mm-hmm.
If I don't want the orcs to be evil,
They won't be.
they won't be evil. If I want them to be evil, they will be. But the rules, Wizard of the Coast, they presented us with these rules, and we are to do with them as we wish.
Mm.
And you know this because there's so many different kinds of games up there.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I'm assuming there's over 100 different streams of, or recordings of people playing D&D on YouTube or Twitch, and they have all something a little bit different, right? A lot of them are a bit more, they're very, with the times, which I get it. It's what's very popular, right? You have a market full of people who are really into the whole difference in the gender spectrum and trans and everything. So a lot of the D&D community is that because
inclusiveness.
it's inclusiveness, and it's a good thing because it means that the game grows, that more things are going to be made. And
Just like the whole thing with the for a while there wasn't any inclusiveness towards like people with disabilities, but now they've added magic wheelchairs.
And who does not fucking love a goddamn wheelchair that transforms? Like, are you telling me that there's this wheelchair with like that pops out fucking spider legs or can go up fucking stairs? I can't do anything but be like, hell yeah, it's a fucking transformer.
Yeah.
That got like a lot of fucking people pissed. I think as the dog, she's scratching. She likes to scratch stuff.
Ah.
Yeah. My sister's pug does the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people who are bothered by it is like the fucking incel dude bros who's like, man, you can't have a wheelchair because rules are written or whatever. It's these fucking I whenever I think of them, I think of insecure individuals. They're insecure. They have this fantasy world that they've been in for a long time, that they play in, and it needs to be this way because this is how I play it, and I don't want you to change it. Well, they're not changing it. They're just adding to it, right? And it made a lot of people upset. And I remember it. And I couldn't help but be like, I like it. Because I love all kinds of, I like all kinds of shit. Like very little things like that, like almost nothing, none of these changes that they make bother me because in the end it's like people are going to run their games however they want to run them.
We're still talking about Wizard, but what do you think about the Hadozi scandal? Do you know anything about it?
I don't think I do.
So
it sounds familiar.
Okay, so the Hadozi are the again they had it in what do you call it?
The monkeys?
Yeah, the monkeys, and the space jammers.
Yeah.
So the
spelljammers.
Yeah, spelljammers. So the whole thing with that is they are a race of monkeys from this sort of jungle world, if I remember correctly. A wizard essentially kidnaps them, experiments on them to give them, I think, intelligence and other things, and they become like slaves. They find a way to liberate themselves, and now they're spacefaring, monkeys with intelligence.
Yeah.
And all these other things. But it didn't sit right with a lot of people because they felt like they were too similar to the slave trade and like black people. So I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, like who's making these, like
Connections.
who's making these connections? Like
Well,
I never saw a connection,
yeah,
but
no,
like
I get what you mean. I think
so they had to like write a formal apology, like, and they had to like retcon pictures and like some of their lore.
so. I feel like a lot of times the people who get angry about this are not the people who are being affected.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people who see it, who they see it, and they're like, "Oh, this makes me feel bad about myself."
Yeah.
So you're wrong
Mm.
because I'm seeing something else, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I say mainly like the loudest voices are the ones that I'm gonna point at, which is mostly white people,
Mm.
Americans, Anglo, white, whatever. That they see this and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna fight for you because they're talking about slaves," and a black guy, black girl could be like, "I didn't even fucking see that,"
Yeah.
right? So I think a lot of it is people who they perceive something and they're like, "Oh shit." When these motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
saw monkeys and they thought, "Oh, black people, oh, slave
That's
trade,"
insane.
and it's like, oh, they had that thought. Now they got to be like, "Hey, you can't do this
Yeah.
because you're talking about black people." I'm like, who said that they were talking about black people? You motherfucker, you're the one who saw that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That takes me to it makes me think of fucking the lady who wrote Harry Potter, J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling. I don't know the whole issue with her. I know there's a big issue. She's like super like I think she's like homophobic and trans and like anti-Semitic and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this I was
That
listening to
supposedly the goblins are.
are Jewish people
Yeah.
supposedly, and dude, I never fucking saw that.
Back when I was a kid, I never saw it.
I didn't see it until someone pointed it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there and I would watch the Harry Potter movies. I'm like, okay, yeah, because when I see a goblin, I saw a fucking goblin, right? That's all I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one girl who I was working with, and she was all fucking like trying to be all PC and fucking with the times or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, but you know that the goblins in Harry Potter are Jewish people. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? And she's
Right.
like, because they are, because
Where are you
that's
getting this from?
yeah. And I was like, and she was like, well, you see how they work in a bank and they work with money and they work and their long noses. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this bitch like has some racism in her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she sees these features and she thought Jewish.
Yep.
And I was like, those are goblins.
They're goblins.
And then a lot of people use I think J.K. Rowling either confirmed that that's where she got it from, or there was some rumors that's where she got it. I don't know the whole story, but as far as I knew, and I think and as far as you knew as well,
Goblins.
it was fucking
Goblins.
goblins.
Money-loving goblins.
It was money loving goblins, and I was like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. And then you play Diablo and you have loot goblins.
Mm-hmm.
You think dice goblins, right? You think like hoarding things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think about when I think of a goblin.
Yeah.
But this girl, she was like, "Oh yeah, no, they're Jewish people," and I was like, "Look," and I was like, "Fuck." I was like, I never looked at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see that because this bitch was like, "Oh, those are Jewish people. You can't watch those movies." I was like, first of all, I'm gonna watch those movies because I like magic and power of friendship.
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 Um.
But it's I get it. I think a lot of people see something and they see it through their own lens.
Mm-hmm.
And their lens is um what's the word? Prejudiced.
Mm.
They see it through a lens that's been tainted by prejudice with these features that are associated with real human races,
Yep.
ethnicities, and then they make those connections, and then they blame others for that, for that being a thing.
Essentially, now they have like they go through. I think like they bring someone on board that deals with like ethnicities and like PR essentially, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this, yeah, no, you're good. Green light, not racist. Green light.
Yeah.
But even then, they didn't used to, right? The monk, all the Oriental sort of adventures, and Dungeons and Dragons, it was like super like Asian,
Oh yeah.
Domi Arigato samurai, right?
And they're mixing everything. It's
Yeah,
not like they're not like, oh, this is Japanese inspired. They're mixing just Japan and China and all those East Asian countries.
yeah.
They're mixing them together, and this is Oriental.
Kung Fu drunken fighter. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that, right? They don't get any of this. Oh, hey, this is wrong. Retcon it. They don't get any of that. But Hadozi's situation does. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, fuck. If you're gonna look through the lens, look at it like
Look at if you're gonna say that this is wrong, look at everything,
Yeah,
or look at nothing,
yeah.
or see it for what it is, and it's like we wanted to make spacefaring monkeys
Mm-hmm. Yeah, space for monkeys.
because
And they need a story,
and I love that idea.
and they liberate themselves.
Yeah, and when I think fucking one, I love monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I love monkeys. Two, I love space. So if you told me you get to play as a spacefaring monkey, yeah, great. But I think
That's what he is, by the way. The
yeah,
barbarian.
yeah.
He's just gorilla fucking sized
He's
monkey.
just gorilla sized monkey. Yeah, I like
Which
it.
I love it. It's like
I love
big
it.
ass flying gorilla coming at you,
Yeah.
flying gorilla, deep size of the Donkey Kong, just fucking
Yeah.
coming at you about a fucking barrel chest. It's frightening. It's frightening to think
Yeah,
of.
well, that's always think about like for like it's because I'm a lot of like on a lot of workout and fitness Instagram stuff, and a lot of stuff comes up. They're like, man, gorillas really be eating branches and leaves and weighing 270 pounds of pure muscle.
Right?
They're like, it really is genetics.
It really is, bro.
Yeah, you ever seen a chimp shaved? That motherfucker
Fucking
cut
ripped.
up, fucking veins.
I don't know.
Fucking, oh my god.
They were talking about this abnormal sized chimps that are like, holy shit, like 4 or 5 feet, like they're
Yeah,
huge,
yeah,
huge chimps, and like some part of I think Africa, ridiculous, but yeah,
yeah.
that's scary. So, like
Just walking.
even a regular monkey scares me. I mean, again, monkeys are cool, right? But
Yeah,
even a regular one.
I went to a
scares me
monkey
just
park
because
in
they will
Japan.
rip your shit apart, bro.
Yeah, they're fucking animals. They're literally animals.
Baboons are fucking
Fucking
frightening.
baboons are like fucking.
Frightening
They're
to me.
predator
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
look at those, like
The
the size of their.
fangs?
Oh yeah, fuck that.
They're fucking huge.
Granted, I like bears.
Yeah.
Um,
Which we gotta talk about our logo.
yeah. Bear monkey bears. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we sprinkle in.
We'll see. The folks listening to this will already see a logo.
Yeah.
Because I would have come up with one between now and when this goes up on Sunday.
Yeah. Again,
But yeah, I like monkeys.
I just think D&D. Again, like with the whole orc situation, like are they evil or they're not? It's just like, look, again, like you say, I get to dictate that, whatever. But like, why are you changing the lore at this point? It's just, even if it's the whole thing with any other fucking things. Like, why are you trying to forget your past?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to erase it? Just it's there.
It's there.
It needs to be there, or we just repeat it.
Yeah. I think I think we're trying to make evil. I think we're trying to make evil characters. It's good to kind of go the complicated route. I think it's more interesting than to just be someone. Oh, this person is a murderer, so they're evil. They're psycho. It's like a lazy route to do. Yeah, but as far as orcs, I think I like it whenever I like that the orcs are considered evil, and I want to because I like to bring them in and be like, oh, this orc is actually nice. This orc is complicated. And
Well,
has layers.
look at Draw, right? They live on the ground. They worship Loth, the god of like like
Spider.
slavery, bondage, all this
Yeah.
stuff, right? So I can like I kind of get it, right? Because hey, you think I'm evil because all slavery and all this, but I'm just believing in my God and doing what comes natural to me.
Which is, by the way, the same thing that Americans did when there was slavery in America, right?
Exactly.
It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like they believe that black people were below them,
Mm-hmm.
that they were subhuman, and they used religion as an excuse for it.
Yeah.
And that's
The same thing. Same
it's
thing with
the
the
same thing.
fucking drop.
And people are saying
But
don't
they
do
just want to
that.
erase it. They're just like, well, why are you erasing that? That's like,
I
even
think
if it's nasty history, it's still fucking history. Right?
it's that nasty stuff. I think people need to remember. Be like, hey, these are fucked up things that happen.
Yeah.
These are fucked up things that are real. Be aware of these fucked up things.
I
Because
I personally like having like real, like drama, not drama, but like real like traumatic stuff. Even in my games,
yeah,
like I'm not gonna shit. It's real life, and even in fantasy life, like there's things that there's subject matter that I feel like should be added on, right?
yeah. But the thing is, I think it's also
As long as it's comfortable with the players.
yeah, it's comfortable with the players and how to do it because it's a tricky thing, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that are really bad. How, as a DM, if you're it's like when it comes to movies and shows, how do you portray that this person is a pedophile, that he molested kids?
Mm-hmm.
How do you portray this person as a rapist? How do you portray that this person fucking sexually abused old people, right? How do you do that? Like how do you it's a line that you have to learn how to walk, basically. Because you can't be like, oh yeah, this guy's a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
You need a if you're presented a bad character, an evil character, you want to know how to do it to where like the characters, your players are gonna be like, oh fuck, right? Which is a hard thing to do
Mm-hmm.
because you have to have everybody at the table in agreement that we're gonna explore some sensitive topics.
Yeah.
Right. But it's one of those things where like it's difficult. It's difficult to write about, difficult to play out.
I think that's a good subject that we should hold for the next recording. That's
Yeah.
that's a good subject.
It goes a little bit more deep
Yeah.
into like more the creativeness and everything. But
Mhm.
I like I want to keep this. I want to keep this kind of um, dynamic. We have a little bit of fun. We have a little bit of serious. I like it. It feels like it's a natural conversation.
Yeah.
And it lets us, really get into some stuff that I don't think we get to get into a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a good place. I think it's a good place to end.
Yeah.
On such a serious note. Cock,
It's,
balls,
Cliffhanger.
titties, bussy. That bussy.
Well, bussy is
That bussy.
I just that's another meme that just they're adding it. It's just a seat with everything.
The ussy with the katusi.
Katusi, Windussy,
Windussy.
the Bagussy. Did I send you the video of the Bagussy?
The Bagussy?
Where it's a guy that I think went to Starbucks, and I take guy very, I'm not sure, right, but it's the guy, he's just holding his phone to the bagel and he's like, whoever, yeah, right, whoever put this much cream cheese on this bagel that you got the little Bagussy going crazy, and then turns around to him, I love you. It's fucking. Oh, I watched that at least 12 times a day.
Yeah, I saw it. I love it.
I love that one.
But
they just utsy to anything, right?
Yeah,
love it. Just it's fucking class. It's a gorgeous meme. Love it.
I was gonna say, oh, that's a good way to end this pussy, but podcast. It's just pussy. It's just
podcast pussy. No,
that pussy.
That castussy.
That castussy. Podcastussy.
Pussy. It's pussy. It's a good way to end
pussy. We're ending it on pussy. All right.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
I'm just gonna cut it off at pussy.